We take a look at number 7. We want to find the cosine of q. So start at q. Go across, that's our opposite. Go to our 90, go across, that's our hypotenuse. Side left over is our adjacent. So I'm going to write SOHCAHTOA. And cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. Well, the problem is we have no idea what our hypotenuse is. But we can find it using the Pythagorean theorem. So a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Your hypotenuse is always c, and I'll label those a and b. So we have 5 squared plus 12 squared equals c squared. 5 squared plus 12 squared is 169. Square root both sides. So c is equal to 13. So our hypotenuse is 13. Sorry. I'm just double checking to make sure it's 13. Yes, it is 13. Okay. So if our hypotenuse is 13, now when we make our ratio, adjacent is 12. Hypotenuse is 13, so the cosine of q is 12 over 13. And we take a look at 8. Again, SOHCAHTOA, we're finding the tangent of something, so I write SOHCAHTOA down. We're finding the tangent of c, so I'm going to start at c, go across, that's our opposite. Go to our 90, go across, that's our hypotenuse. Side left over is the adjacent. Well, tangent is opposite over adjacent. We don't know what our adjacent is, but we can find it, again, by using the Pythagorean theorem. A, C, and B. So we have 7 squared plus b squared equals 25 squared. We have 49 plus b squared equals, get 625, minus 49 on both sides. So we get b squared equals 625 minus 49 gives us 576. Square root both sides, so b equals 24. So now when we find our tangent ratio, opposite over adjacent, that'd be 7 over 24. There we go. Take a look at problem 9. Again, we're finding the sine of q. Go across, that's our opposite. 90 across, that's our hypotenuse. Side left over is the adjacent. And when we look at SOHCAHTOA, sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Again, we don't know what the opposite is, but we can find it using the Pythagorean theorem. Hypotenuse is c, a, and make that b. So you have 8 squared plus b squared equals 17 squared. 64 plus b squared equals, I think it's 289? I don't remember what 17 squared is. Yes, 289. Subtract 64 from both sides, so b squared is equal to 225. Square root to get rid of that square, so b is equal to 15. Oh, not 55, 15. Okay. So now when we find sine, the opposite is 15. Our hypotenuse is 17, so the ratio is 15 over 17.